I heard that they've been auditioning for that role for like almost a year.
Wow.
Yes. That day when I went for the audition, I missed my way. Actually, Greg Ojeffa was directing me. I got to some point, I called Greg. I said, Greg, I want to turn back. I'd be like, say, just say that place where you did this one and look, that corner. And that's how I went. And among everybody that came, they chose me. The description they gave for that character was somebody who is muscular, six-packs, all these things. Forget I get what the later time. So when I went inside and they told me, they said, like to put your shirt. I said, hey! I can't pull my shirt, I can't blow my belly. And I still got the role. In fact, they even sent an email. Say, when taking these guys' shots, cut in belly.
Anytime, any day, you would pick content creation.
Anytime, any day, yes. I'm not like there when it comes to content creating, but I've made more money from my small content creating past all the whole movies I've acted put together. Hey, my name is David Jones, David, actor, singer.
Waiting with that one again. With language with this one.
But I thought we were you know what you meant? I thought we.
Get that way now.
I said I do.
Na so. You don't do am.
No, do again now.
Oh, yeah, do am again. You can do it again.
Are we good?
We are talking to.
Hey guys, my name is David Jones, David, actor, singer, music producer, and an anti-drug abuse campaigner. I am from Akwa Ibom State. Amiru, Ata, Eyin, Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is solo.
I'm in Saga. Finish the song for me.
You don't
know the song?
They sing away.
Oh, you sing the correct one.
I don't know the lyrics.
So you don't know how you tell us I don't sing away.
I don't hear that.
I beg, go rest. I mean, I remember that song.
Go gaga.
Oh, yeah.
City food.
Hey, what's up, my people? How in a day? Zdon, aka the Paparella, right here. And you know what time it is? It is time for another refreshing edition of Movies Uncut, where we talk to some of the most or very special people from this part of the world. And today we'll be talking to someone very special. At some point in time, he won Best Actor in a Series. Today, we're talking to my brother, my friend.
Hi guys, my name is David Jones, David, actor, singer, music producer, content creator, and an anti-drug abuse campaigner.
Let's go check out some works from David Jones and we'll be right back with more questions for him.
But don't they call like this? I go to come now. Thank you.
Very soon. Everywhere go rise and steal.
That people they cry so. You hear them? Mr. Jeffrey, I want to talk to you.
I have to ask you a question. Did you ever hit your head as a child? Because you talk like you're lacking sense.
Look his head. You be like who knock head when you this small. His head strong. Ogbeni, see I beg my girlfriend will almost kill. See, this house they boring for him, and we need money. The sim don't start.
Why are you doing this?
Oh, you think you're the only one crossing the line? You're late. And with the looks of things, you are at the back of the line.
Best Actor in a Drama.
And the winner is David Jones, David Hotel Majestic. I have not even started, and I'm getting this. If I can't start, Uncle.
Eba, you're welcome back. In case you just joined us.
My name is David Jones, David, actor, singer, music producer, content creator, and an anti-drug abuse campaigner.
So David, first and foremost, let's meet you up close and personal. Tell us some things about yourself, your background, schools, family, just share stuff.
Yeah, like you already know, I'm from Akwa Ibom, and I grew up in Kano State, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm a teacher. I attended FC Zaria.
Yes.
And I studied English and social studies. I started singing from church, actually. From church.
What church?
I attend different church. This morning. I begin to call church.
Call the names.
I begin to attend church. Actually, I grew up with my grandparents, and they were Anglican.
Okay.
Then we used to attend St. Luke's, Anglican church. Then I had an auntie who was attending Grace of God Mission. So they throw them go, church once like that. So I don't have complete interest. So when they go, we join the choir from them. So that's where my singing started.
Schools you attended, primary, secondary.
Primary school, Ijoma Memorial Group of School, Kano. Then I attended Unity Comprehensive College, Kano. Then I attended Federal College of Education.
I know you speak, a couple of Nigerian languages. I know you Sabi Hausa, you speak Igbo, you speak Akwa Ibom. Okay? So before we go any further, just to let the people know that they are in for some fantastic pleasure ride. Let me pick Igbo for you. Because
why you pick Igbo?
Let me pick Igbo because I believe that one ain't go hard you. Let me pick Igbo for you. Okay, so I want you to tell the people that you are watching Movies Uncut with Zdon, and this particular episode could blow their mind. Tell them.
Movies Uncut with Zdon. Okona this episode.
Hi.
Okay, Bakash Unish.
I think that this one is the clap. Some years back, it was a David versus Goliath, literally. You picked up the award for Best Actor in a Series at the AMVCA.
Yes, 2017.
2017. Yeah. And in that category, you had the likes of RMD, you had a couple of other people. But Richard Moveda-Mijo was the person everybody was thinking was going to win. I think when they even announced the episode, people like say non-stand up self. from the film, like it was going to win. And then your name was announced. And then you came out and you picked up the award. But let's talk about that experience. Before your name was announced, did you think you were going to win?
I didn't think, even though I'm somebody who I'm always very positive. Like, I didn't think there wasn't a chance.
Okay.
You understand? I believe, say, anything can happen. Actually. So that was my state of mind.
Okay.
At the time. But when my name was announced,
yes.
It shocked me.
It shocked yourself?
It shocked me. I won't lie to you. It was like, a dream come true for me, actually. So I had this open mind. I was open-minded. I was like, okay, I need to go be. So that was it for me.
So and did that change your mindset? Especially as regards how you saw yourself going forward. In the industry. You know how, a lot of people have this imposter syndrome. Even when they are doing well, they begin to question themselves and begin to second guess or doubt themselves, like, should I even be here? But now you had like some sort of confidence booster. How did you see yourself going forward after this very memorable moment?
Like I said, I've always been somebody who always believed that anything can happen.
Okay.
So that AMVCA was one of those things that for me, it didn't change anything.
Yes.
It didn't change my mindset.
Okay.
It didn't change how I think.
Okay.
Because I always believe that, if you hustle, they go, anything is possible. You know what I mean?
I get you.
So I focus more on giving my best.
Okay.
And I know that when you give anything, you're doing your best, anything can happen.
True.
Yeah. So I still had that mindset even after the AMVCA.
Yeah. Now, we know that, the series that got you the nomination and eventually the award was very popular, Hotel Majestic. Let's talk a little bit about that. How did you land the lead role? Because you were the lead actor. You were Dr.
Was Timmy?
Dr. Timmy.
No, not Dr.
Not
Timmy.
Doctor. You were Timmy and Minnie. Yeah. Yes. And so how did you land the role? Share with us the experience, from whether it was through a closed door audition or an open door audition, and just share the experience with us.
It's a very funny experience. I'm the kind of guy who nothing they fear me. Like, even when I go for auditions or I'm presented with an opportunity and all that, I believe everything go be.
True.
You understand? So I was called for that audition. I heard that they've been auditioning for that role for like almost a year.
Wow.
Yes. That day when I went for the audition, in fact, I missed my way. Early morning like that. Actually, Greg Ojefa was directing me and telling me, because that was my first time going to I think African Magic office somewhere in GRA Keja.
Okay.
At some point, because then I was running my studio too. You understand how hard work in the studio.
Yes.
So I got to some point, I called Greg. I said, Greg, I want to turn back. I'd be like, say, I know fit. They don't break. I don't want to go there. I can't go there. Wait for long. Queue. He just said that place where you did one and look at that corner. And that's how I went. And among everybody that came, they chose me.
Wow, amazing.
They chose me and said, okay, we are choosing you for a callback.
Okay.
That's what they call it. Yeah, callback.
Yes.
You know, and next time I went. The description they gave for that character was somebody who is muscular, six packs, all those things. Forget I get pot belly that time. But you understand. So when I went inside and they told me, they said, like to pee your shirt. I said, hey! Just tell me you don't want to give me this role again. Tell me you don't want to give me. They said, no, they started laughing, you know.
Yeah.
And I can't pull my shirt, I can't blow my belly. I said, she wouldn't want to see belly. You know, and I started laughing. And I still got the role.
Good. So that's when they say grace is sufficient.
In fact, they even sent an email to, I think, the crew or so. Say, when taking these guys' shot, cut in belly.
Because belly na problem.
I got that email. But it took me like less than 3 weeks.
You know, to
I
get into
shrinked
shape.
down.
Yes. I remember
Even
you.
then now,
Yes.
I had
You now
everything.
lost some weight.
Yeah.
You lost some. We even can develop some small six packs.
Yes, actually.
Where they slightly visible. You know, and of course, you know, I mean, you went on to land a nomination and won a very big award. You know, a very, very big award that opened, you know, doors for you, I believe. So a lot of movie roles came because you were very busy that time. We used to talk, you know, you were doing movies with Desmond Elliott, doing movies with Emma Misson, you're doing movies with almost everybody. You became like, I mean, were there any movies you turned down that you regret that you turned down some of those roles during that period?
Regret.
No. None, eh?
No.
You know?
I know a good movie when I see one.
Okay.
And I don't turn down good movies.
Okay, good. So let's talk a little bit about your anti-drug campaign. I noticed that it has slowed down a little bit. You know, you're not as vocal as you were about it some few years back.
Yeah.
Is there any reason in particular why?
No. It's just the normal inconsistency of life.
Okay.
Sometimes you just come down to bounce back, you know, big. And I have a lot of songs out there already that are still making that same impact.
Okay.
You know, so I've done like, up to 20 songs or so about drug abuse and all that. So I still have something I'm working on right now about drug abuse, you know. So I just took a break to bounce back.
Okay, so let's talk about Onyara now. Onyara, you know, shares progression, melody with Circle of Life, the Lion King soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, you and I had a conversation before this interview earlier today, and you said that the Circle of Life really did not have anything to do
That's
with
lyrics.
the lyrics. Of
Yes.
course, we know. I
Lyrics.
mean, one was talking about, you know, something different. But would you say that to some extent that melody inspired this song?
Yes, of course.
It did, right?
Yes. Most of my songs are vocal based. You know, I
Okay.
like songs that are a cappella. You know, even if it has instruments, it's gonna be just it's gonna be predominantly, you know, vocal. You know, and most South African songs are like that. So you have this they wail. The wail. There's this emotions.
Yeah, it's
you know,
very
that
emotional
accompany-
songs.
That's my kind of song. I love this kind of songs where when you sing, people need to feel what you're singing. You know, and that song has this energy in it. That's like a
Especially the intro.
like a
The
call,
intro, yeah.
you know,
like,
yeah. So I wanted something that's with the energy of my voice. When I vocalize it, people go turn. Say, okay, what's happening? It's like a clarion call. Like
Yes.
So that's why I chose that melody.
And that's good. And the song did really, really well.
It did, yeah. It changed my life. It
I
was just
did-
about 38-second video. That song changed my life.
I can remember. Well, you put in some work too, you know, as regards promoting it. I mean, went to different celebrities, got
I?
them to endorse.
I didn't.
I saw you with a couple of people who posted, who shared it.
I just posted on my page. Then AY reposted.
Yes.
Then Don Jazzy and the Mavins then.
Yes.
The Mavins
The
then.
Mavins then.
Did the cover of it.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
And just like that, everybody started
Jumping on it.
I didn't do any intentional promotion for it. No, I didn't. Yes.
Oh yeah, give us a taste of the vibe, Bikono.
Nai mekaki go gaga city fool Onyara.
That's a beautiful song. Anytime, any day, it's timeless. Music, movies, production, which of these skill sets would you say you're most passionate about?
Music.
Music, yes.
Music
Okay.
is my therapy.
How were you able to balance? Because I noticed that recently, because we're coming to that actually. You are doing more music than movies. We're not seeing you in as many movies as we used to see you in the past. What would you say is responsible for that?
It has always been music, actually.
Okay.
Movie just came.
Okay.
And people always ask this question: how do you go about all this? For me, all these things are acting. Even the singing are acting. You understand? So it's like I'm in the same field. For me, it's not like, okay, how do you do this one? You go do this one and all that. So to answer the question, it has been music all along. Movie just they enter, they come out. They enter, they come out. So my foundation is music.
So basically, would you say that you have not had time to be going for auditions, or you just haven't been getting, as many calls like you used to?
Most of the movies I've done, even recently, I get a call for them. I don't go for auditions.
Okay, you don't go for auditions anymore.
Go for audition. But like you said, I have other things I'm doing. Music and content creating, and other stuff that I do. Take my time. So most of the movies that you see me on right now, which are very good movies, by the way, I get calls for them.
Okay.
Like they've already said, okay, this guy we want, and they just call me and just go shoot them. Come back again to my music and other things again. So it's been like that.
So music content creation basically is the focus right now.
Yes.
But you have time for movies if you get the calls.
Yes, you get a role that befits me, and you call me and I do it.
And you do it.
Music and content creating is acting too.
Yeah, of course. Everything is, I think you say art, actually. Let's talk a little bit about your personal life, about you. What kind of woman, are you interested in? What kind of woman does it for you? What do you look for in a woman?
I believe in physical appearance first.
Okay.
That's what attracts you first.
That's the first quality. Okay.
When you can't go near, you understand? Then you can't know whether the woman or not.
So what other qualities, some people would say, we're talking to Saga, and Saga said he likes his, most men actually say that, he likes his peace of mind, but he likes a woman that is fun, that can get jokes. That was the first time I was hearing that, actually. So what are some qualities? They might be extreme, they might be basic, they might be cliche. What qualities specifically do you look for in a woman? Peace of mind.
Who doesn't want peace of mind?
So is David Jones available?
Waiting now.
What kind of movies do you like to watch? At your
to watch
time?
Or to act?
Let's talk about movies to watch. You really do not have much control over the kind of movies you act in.
No, but okay, let's talk about the ones I love to watch.
Yeah, what kind of movies? What genre?
I love happy movies. I love comedy. I love bright pictures.
Okay.
I love movies that brightens, your mood. Okay. So I stopped watching them horror movies. Okay. I just believe, why I go just take myself to give myself like I've come to the point in my life where I just want to be happy. I just want to put on television, you understand, and laugh and be happy. I don't have the local channels on my. I only have I have Netflix and Amazon. That's all. I don't have DSTV. You know why? I don't want to be watching all those news, all those things. I don't want to watch all those BBC, all those CNN. Yes, a war day here, war day there, war day there. So same thing with movies. I just want movies that brightens you, that makes you happy.
Okay, well, I think it's fair. Your life, your choices, basically that's fair. So, but so we want to talk about movies now in Nigeria. Do you think that the movie business is still commercially viable? Would you advise any investor that is close to you to invest in movies in Nigeria?
I think it's better now.
So you think it's still commercially
It's better
viable?
now than before, because before it's controlled by the marketers and all that now. So before, piracy don't kind of go one, But right now, at least we have the cinemas, we have YouTube views, and at least the view you get the money.
Okay.
You know what I
True.
mean?
Very true.
So
Absolutely.
I even think it's better now.
Okay, so that now you mentioned YouTube. So let's talk a bit about YouTube. So YouTube is like the biggest thing right now for movie producers and investors and enthusiasts in terms of distribution. Because to a large extent you're in control.
Yeah.
You shoot your movie today, you decide when it hits the market and when people can start buying it. But some people have the thoughts that, the fact that YouTube has become the only platform where we can distribute our movies since the stream has left, that kind of monopoly is actually bad for a business, for the movie business here in Nigeria. What do you think about that?
I think YouTube is a good thing. I think
Okay.
YouTube is good because it gives the ordinary person the opportunity to be able to make movies within their budgets, build their platforms and post on their platforms, as opposed to those days where it was controlled by a few, where if you don't know who,
Yes.
know who, you understand? Like say, fit just enter that industry, excel. Right now, you can actually, even with the let's talk about the skit making now. Seth.
Yes.
Now you can even start making skits. You don't even need to go for auditions now. They will call you, say, they already know you based on that platform thing. So I think YouTube is for me, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because it gives people opportunity. It gives everybody opportunity, like small movie filmmakers, the opportunity to be able to shoot movies within their budgets.
Yeah, small budget movies.
Because everybody's watching YouTube now.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a phenomenon.
Yeah.
It has become
I
like
think
the
it's a
force.
good thing.
It is a good thing. Another concern people have is in terms of the quality of the movies too. Given the what you just mentioned, the factor that you can put out a small budget, make a movie, and you can have it on the platform running. The quality. People are making movies with their phones. People are not really that. That also, to some extent, may impede on the progress that we were making, as regards improving the quality and the standard of our movies. Because everybody now just feels like, okay, the income or generation or the revenue is capped. Let's do something within budget. So somebody who could actually make a better movie will not bother about doing that. And with that, in the long term, we are not really growing in terms of quality. What are your thoughts on this?
Choose your struggle.
Yeah.
That's how I see it. You understand? If you want to do blockbuster movies, go ahead and spend the whole money and do it. You have platforms, you have the cinemas, you have the streamers, and all that. And people make money too. I mean, if you do a good movie,
Yes,
it's going to pay you well for it.
Yes.
There are also other festivals where you can showcase your movies.
Very true.
And all that. So just choose a struggle. If you want to do low budget, enter YouTube. If you want to do blockbuster, enter cinema. For me, it's just that simple.
That's good. So what are your top 3 Nigerian movies right now? Top 3 Nollywood movies?
A Father's Love.
Okay.
That's the one I played the lead role.
Okay. Who produced it?
Steve Gukas.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's on Amazon, it's on Prime?
It's on Amazon, yeah.
Okay. What are the other 2 top 3 movies?
Oh God, this movie where this Uzo do, Odogu Parana, what's that the name again?
Love in Every
Love
Word.
in every word,
Every
right?
Word, yes.
I love that movie too.
That's a Monopolis movie.
Monopolis movie.
I love that.
But then which other one again? 7 Doors.
Oh, okay. By
I love 7 Doors. Yes.
Adebayo.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love 7 Doors.
Miniseries, actually good. That's actually very good. Do you have any plans of producing, probably going to production like most of your colleagues? Because everybody's making movies now, especially given the fact that there's ready distribution with YouTube. You plan on producing something soon?
I've done something.
Okay. Is
It
it
not go anywhere.
is it feature length film?
It's YouTube movie now. Is that what they call it? Feature length movie?
Feature length.
Yes. What it be? I did it and I still have it anyways. I posted.
What's the title?
Stoked.
Stoked, and it's on YouTube.
It's
on what
no,
channel?
I brought it down. I
Why?
brought it down because it wasn't doing well. So I want to, rebrand it and post again.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So how soon do you think that is going to?
No, it's still where it is right now. I'm still just trying to see what to do about it for now. Because even the guy that edited it put in a lot of copyrighted soundtrack, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I get it.
You know, that's
So you got a
I
lot
did
of
this movie
violations.
like 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine, you know. So, but now, so what I want to do, I want to take off all those this, and then you know I create some scores too.
Yes, yeah.
So I want to do it myself. Then
Okay.
bring it back on,
And bring it back on.
maybe with a different name.
It sounds good. Some people have the opinion that marriage can actually impact an actor's career negatively. Some feel it could be positive too as well, because we know a few actors who might have or who may have benefited, you know, from their union. But I know that I'm interested. I know a lot of people are interested in your thoughts concerning this. What are your thoughts?
Well, it depends on who you're married to.
Okay.
I mean, want to get married to somebody that understands what you do and can tolerate the excesses.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know, like you said, some people get married and you know, the nose dive down, their career just go down. You know. But if you get married to somebody who understands that this is who you are and this kind of roles you play, you know, that should definitely mutual respect anyway. Mutual respect. You know? Some people sacrifice. They say, okay, I love this lady and she doesn't like my kissing scenes and all that. So, and the moment they get married, they just tone it down. And they don't rub beats, you know. Why some women don't care? You understand? In fact, they will tell you, say, that kissing scene, gone. You understand?
Yes.
And they sell you, you know. So I feel like every actor should get married to somebody that understands their
Business
and
their craft.
supports it.
That's very good. That sounds good. So, coming back to the movie business, a lot of people always wondered, you know, how is it that you see an actor, you know, who has done probably the same number of movies, you know, with a female actor. Probably maybe they went for their first audition the same day. And then you see this actor, you know, maybe years down the line, he's doing a lot of movies, can't afford a decent car. And then you see the female actresses, they have probably moved on to their third building, you know, drive flashy cars. Do they pay actresses more than they pay actors for roles?
You still get actresses to not get money.
Okay.
So I don't fit up what I don't know.
You don't know.
What about the act movie? You understand? They still get actors who be guys where they will get money too. You understand? Where they try, on their own. You know, not need to mention names. Then they too. So I don't want to rule with what people think.
Okay.
Because I know anything is possible.
Would you say, for you personally, from what you've seen so far, between content creation and movie production, which do you think makes the most money?
Content creation, please.
So anytime, any day, you would pick content creation.
Anytime, any day, yes.
Sounds sounds fair.
But
Okay, give us a breakdown. Actually,
no, it's true because I'm not like there when it comes to content creating.
Okay.
You understand? But I've made more money from my small content creating past all the whole movies I've acted put together.
On what platforms specifically?
On Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Which would you say pays more?
For me, Facebook.
Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah.
for me. You know, everybody has where they are strong.
Yeah, they are
Some people are strong
strength,
on
yes.
TikTok.
Yes.
You know, when they do all those their games, all those
things.
tick. I don't do all that. I don't even know how to do it. You know, but people are cashing out. I know, like big.
Yes.
You know, so it depends on where you have your strength.
Okay.
You know, I do other stuff on my platforms. You know, I promote songs.
Okay.
You know, I do promotional duet covers for people, and I get paid doing it.
Okay.
Apart from the Facebook payments, you know, I also get paid for doing stuff on Facebook by people who want me to promote their stuff.
Okay.
You know, so and I don't get, like, if I want to do a duet now for somebody's song promotional, you understand? If you know two costs, say 700K.
Wow.
Yes.
For that one song.
Okay. You know, say, okay, we'll just do this, we'll just post.
And that's probably what you will even be priced. They'll be pricing you for a movie role.
you know what I'm trying to say. So sometimes, you know, you asked earlier, you said something about turning down a movie. Sometimes, if a movie is taking much of your time,
yes,
you don't want to do it.
Okay.
Because you would think, okay, person will keep you for movie for like 2 weeks, or sometimes depending on the movie, a month. How much you really want to pay you? Okay, that 1 month, this duet I'm talking about, I can do it in under 4 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Under
You just
4
go
hours.
into the studio, record the harmony, put it laid under the track.
Depending on inspiration. Sometimes
Yes.
you imagine if I'm on set for like 2 weeks or 1 month. What if I get this kind of offers to do this kind of jobs like 5, 6, 7? I'll be on set and I won't be home. See what I'm going to miss. So most times you try to see, okay, how much are they going to pay for this stuff? Is it worth it? If it's short term, like 3, 4 days, you can say, okay, let's do it.
Fantastic. So content creation basically is paying your bills. That's like the main hustle right now.
Yes, actually.
And you're in control of, resources like your time, and a couple of other things. So it does make a lot of sense. All right. So now because, I want people to get value from this conversation. So we're going to try to teach as much as we can so we can impact.
Yeah.
Say, for example, now somebody wanted to go into content creation. What do they need primarily for them to start creating content today?
I can't even say talent now because these days now, even people don't get talent. People make money by doing by cloud chasing, and all that. So I just feel like you should have your platform. Try and be consistent in what you do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that you can build your followers. Okay. You can build your followers to the point where you can be monetized. If you're not monetized, you can't be paid on Facebook or any of these platforms. So but for me, what worked for me is passion and consistency. Consistency.
Okay.
So you can build organic followers.
True.
Yeah.
True. So what are some of the strategies that you employ? Like, when we're talking off camera, you talked about going on live, as often as you can.
Yeah.
So that, basically you can connect with your people.
Yeah.
People connect better with you when they see you come on live, and you mentioned that. And what other strategies, would you, give out to people to employ in trying to pursue a career in content creation?
Like me, I'll talk about myself.
Okay.
Just know your strength.
Okay.
Because this is going to be continuous. It's going to be continuous. Consistency is very, very important. Like every day you post, so you must have to think about of what to post. And when to post. And if it's not something that you're passionate about, it will tire you quick now.
I'll be lying.
You understand? Just something that when they tell you, say, wake up, I go do this thing, you'll be happy. Even if you don't get views, even if you don't get paid, you'll be happy doing it. That's what passion does. When you're passionate about something, it makes it easy for you to be consistent. You know what I mean?
I get
so
you.
Even when you're not getting the views or the pay yet, because you love to do it, it makes you happy. So for me, go for what you're passionate about. What's your strength? Focus on that.
For most creatives, there is always this theme, one particular message that they try to project with their art or their craft. What is that core message you try to project with these skill sets that are within your control?
Positivity.
Positive energy.
Yes. If you listen to my songs, you will know that they're motivational.
Yes.
I sing what I believe in. I believe in love.
Yes.
So I sing about love.
Good.
I believe in Christianity.
Yes.
So I sing gospel. I believe in singing against drug abuse. So I believe I am against drug abuse. So I sing against drug abuse.
Okay.
So you see, all these things are positive messages.
Good.
You can never find something in my song that's not morally upright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. It's a good thing that you broached this. So where should an actor, say for you now, draw the line between faith and career? What are those things you think as an actor you'll never be caught doing?
Acting butt naked.
Okay. Nudity.
Yes.
One.
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
Yes.
So you won't mind doing kissing roles? You don't think that
I do kissing roles.
Okay, so that does not contradict your faith.
That's acting.
Okay.
Yeah, but you see, talking about nudity, you see, nudity be said, you don't show everything.
Okay.
So that's different.
Okay.
For me, every other thing, you understand, is acting.
Like love making.
No, of course, not the actual love.
And they're talking. When you say
No, because the actual love is like nudity still.
okay.
Yes.
But what if you're doing it under the blanket, under the duvet, like they always say?
No, that's different. I can't do that.
Good. We talk about kissing in movies, or kissing scenes, or kissing roles in movies. You said basically it's acting, it's primary acting, but where you draw the line, is probably with nudity, love making, and some of those things. So I want us to look at how this may impact relationships or even marriages. There have been cases where some on-set chemistry, just sparks up, as a result of actors, spending a lot of time together, doing some of these intimate things, because I believe personally that kissing is intimate. What are your thoughts on that? I mean, because some marriages have been fractured, some relationships have been fractured. How do you think actors or spouses should, manage this situation?
There's risk. There's risk in every career. Even in life, normally, people when they even accept, they even sometimes come out for the radar. You understand? Good with what they're supposed to do. So it still has to do with self-control. For me, it's not even about. I mean, even people who are not actors sometimes fall out of love or cheat. Are you getting me? Or fall along the way. I mean, but at the end of the day, it's still self-control.
Okay.
I mean, when this is work, and you separate that
from,
you understand, like on sets now. On sets, people ask questions like, "Oh, how do you guys feel when you kiss or do this?" I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. You understand? The moment you just say cut, there's no need. You don't cut. There's nothing like because I don't tell myself, say, this is acting, and that's what it be.
This brings me to a question I think I should have asked. This should have been the follow-up question when we're talking about content creation. These days, a lot of producers actually just look for content creators with numbers. They are not looking at whether these guys actually can really act. They are only just interested in the fact that these guys have numbers, and they are looking at production value from that perspective. What are your thoughts on this?
You said it already. You talked about value. See, I believe in one thing.
Yes.
People are not celebrities by luck. Yeah, let me use star. You're not a star by luck. You must have star quality to become a star. If you're not seeing it, you've not dug in to see it. You understand? What's my point? There's a reason why they have that numbers. So I don't see anything wrong with it. So far, you're using those people appropriately. Like, there's a reason why they have that numbers. Let's take, for instance, the reason why you have that numbers is because you are very funny, or your character there is like a big fool. If you cast that person like a big fool, you're not doing wrong casting.
Okay.
And there's also the business side. The world is evolving.
Yes.
You understand? These days now, people don't even want to just give me content. They don't even care whether it has good quality. People go there. Why do people even do movies in the first place? To teach,
entertain, inform,
to make money, and to have the audience watch, like huge number of audience watch. So whether you like it or not, it's very important. Numbers are very important.
Yes.
So I don't see anything wrong with it. I only see something wrong with it if they don't cast them well.
Square pegs in square holes, round pegs in round holes. I get it, but I get it. And you've answered the question, because you see some movies where you see somebody who probably, like you said, is a funny person, and then they bring the person to play a lead role as a romantic guy in a movie, and they're supposed to express emotions, supposed to do some really serious stuff that even actors who have been in the business for years cannot even express emotions. That is difficult.
Is there a movie like
even
that?
Actors, yeah. We see them. We see a lot of those movies.
If you say that, then I don't think it's about content creation. I think it's about wrong casting.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Anyways, like you said, a lot of people. I was having a conversation with Dan. Yeah, he was on set. And he said that one of the problems he has with the industry today is that producers have become too business minded, and they've forgotten the art. And that people have focused so much. Stan also said the same thing, that the industry now has become one that people are so focused on numbers, and that the art itself is dying or is dead, especially in Nigeria. And they have a problem with that. And these are some of the things we are talking about. People are looking at more of the economical value. Production value used to mean a different thing back in the day. Production value just means money right now.
I think the economy too has this thing to play here.
Yes.
Abroad now, like in America, in Hollywood, they make money from their movies. I'm very sure that if they create movies and they're not making money, they will turn to Nigeria. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I mean, our economy is so poor that if you want to start making those kind of movies and paying that kind of money, you understand, they may not make money.
The thing here is this, David. I've heard this argument before. And what I say is this. You can work with 3 actors in this room.
Yeah.
And you can make a very good movie.
I agree.
You work with actors who can act. You work with cameramen who can shoot. Now, the challenge that we have here is that people have gotten used to making excuses for mediocrity. A lot of people are not even paying attention to even the small things that are within their control. People have gotten used to the tradition and culture of anyhowness, that people do not even make an effort anymore. Anyways, let's that's a conversation for another day. So, David, looking ahead, I know we already talked about your movie project, and all that, but do you have any forthcoming projects?
Yeah, I'm working on something, actually.
Do you have more details?
I also have, I have, most of my anti-drug abuse songs they sound choral, vocal. So I have something. I don't want to just say that now because I'm still working on it. Okay. I want to have a choir, yeah, where we can do a concert and perform.
Okay, so we're looking, towards a concert in the nearest future.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds really, really good.
Like I have enough song to do that, and those kind of songs are, choir friendly.
Oh, okay, okay, we know that. So, any parting words for your fans up there?
Stay no to drugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking to
Heba! David Jones, actor, singer, content creator, music producer.
I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so very much for watching Movies Uncut. Till we come your way again, Zdon Paparella remains my name, and we out. David, sit down. You go do that your Heba.